Okay, folks, now I'm about to bring to you a review of the only other Percy Jackson movie out there, Sea of Monsters. Here's my review of it right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2013 fantasy adventure sequel, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. Released by 20th Century Fox and directed by Thor Freudenthal, who previously directed Diary of a Wimpy Kid in 2010, which happened to come out shortly after the release of this film's predecessor, The Lightning Thief. Just like its predecessor, the film got mixed reviews, but for a little more of not just the lead character, once again played by Logan Lerman, but it got praise for the visuals and action sequences. But however, the critics were not thrilled with the script, the unfaithfulness to the source material, just like the first, and the ending. The film did well. It fell just a little short of its predecessor, but still did well. Anyway, Brandon T. Jackson, Alexandra Daddario, and Jake Abel returned to this movie with Lerman, but we also have some new figures. Chris Columbus, who directed the first film, is back, but is executive producer as his company, 1492 Pictures, produced it. Now, of course, the film focuses on Percy and his friends as they journey to the Sea of Monsters, aka the Bermuda Triangle, to retrieve the Golden Fleece in order to save the tree barrier that protects their home of Camp Half-Blood. Anyway, also along for the ride, let's see. Now, unfortunately, we have changes though to the characters. Now, playing Chiron, who was originally played by Pierce Brosnan in the first film, is Anthony Head. And then we have Stanley Tucci as the god of wine, Dionysus, or Mr. D. And he was and that was a character I didn't bring up because I didn't know about him. Who was originally played by Luke Camilleri in the first film. And Nathan Fillion takes on the role of Hermes, who was played by Dylan Neal in the first film. But we also have some new characters, including Tyson, played by Douglas Smith, and Levin Rambin as Clarissa LaRue. Well, I mean Clarice, not Clarissa. My mistake, folks. But even so, this is still not too bad of a sequel, so here we go with our story. While in Camp Half-Blood, Percy Jackson recounts the story of Talia and her sacrifice. Remembering, recounting the story of her along with a young Annabeth, Grover, and Luke running to Camp Half-Blood while being pursued by monsters. Soon Talia sacrifices herself to get the others into the camp, and her father Zeus turns her into a tree which forms a barrier around it. So after his quest for Zeus's bolt had faded into popularity, Percy is called a one-quest wonder by Clarice, who happens to be the camp bully, but Annabeth and Grover support him still. One day, a Cyclops named Tyson enters the camp and is revealed as a son of Poseidon, and therefore Percy's half-brother. After the campers get attacked by a Colchis bull, they realize that Talia's tree has been poisoned by Luke, and they are vulnerable to attacks. Percy visits the Oracle, who tells him of a prophecy of a half-blood of the eldest gods, either saving or destroying Olympus. Chiron tells Percy that he is the only living human half-blood of the eldest gods, so the half-blood in the prophecy may refer to him. Annabeth and Grover learn about the Golden Fleece, which has the power to heal anything, and propose a quest in which they retrieve the fleece and use it to heal the tree. Unfortunately, Mr. D chooses Clarice to lead the quest, much to Annabeth's and Percy's dismay. But Percy convinces his two friends and allies to accompany him on a quest, and Tyson joins them. Annabeth hails the Chariot of Damnation, a New York City cab, and Percy threatens the three drivers, the Grey, to tell him of his prophecy. The sisters give him coordinates for the Sea of Monsters, aka the Bermuda Triangle, before ejecting the group from the cab in Washington, D.C. for lacking drachmas. While walking down the street, Grover is kidnapped by this dude named Chris Rodriguez and is taken to Luke. So Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson first locate Luke with the help of Hermes. Then ride a hippocampus to his yacht, the Andromeda. Luke reveals his plan to revive Kronos using the fleece so Olympus will be destroyed. And the group are then locked in the brig, though they later escape when Percy uses his ability to manipulate water. And the group is consumed by Charybdis. I can't really pronounce some of these names, so I apologize. And they discover Clarice in the monster's stomach. So, apparently, she and Percy form a truce and work together to escape this monster by shooting a hole through its gut. And soon they arrive at Circeland. Hang on. Polyphemus's lair. And soon they find Grover and the five escape from the monster, retrieving the fleece and entrapping him in his cave. Afterward, Luke arrives and demands the fleece from Percy, who refuses. Luke shoots a crossbow bolt at Percy, but Tyson takes the bolt in the chest and falls into the water below. Okay, now I'm going to get to the final act of this movie, so you've got 5 seconds to stop this review. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below in order to avoid ending spoilers. Okay, here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Luke places the fleece on the sarcophagus to revive Kronos, and Annabeth encourages Percy to take leadership. The team escapes captivity, and Percy grapples with Luke over the fleece like the prophecy said they would, but Luke easily gains the upper hand, and is suddenly thrown away by Tyson, revealed to have survived his wound due to the water healing it, as he is Poseidon's son. Kronos rises from the sarcophagus and consumes Luke and Grover before battling Percy. Percy realizes that Riptide is the cursed blade of the prophecy and slices Kronos into pieces, imprisoning Kronos in the sarcophagus once more, causing him to regurgitate Grover and Luke, the latter landing in Polyphemus's lair. Their victory is short-lived as Annabeth is stabbed by the Manticore, who is killed in turn by Clarice and Grover. Annabeth dies in Percy's arms, but is resurrected by the fleece. And Percy, as you can probably know, being generous, because, he then gives Clarice the fleece and return to Camp Half-Blood. Clarice places the fleece on Talia's tree, and they return the next day to find she's alive, as the fleece returned her to human form. And soon, Percy realizes that Talia is, as the daughter of Zeus, is another possible child of the prophecy about either preserving or destroying Olympus. The film ends showing the sarcophagus with Kronos' remains in it glowing, implying that Kronos still has some degree of his power and is still planning to return. Yeah, I have to agree. The ending isn't... Yeah... If only this were to be continued, and it never has. It's been almost 7 years since this came out, as a matter of fact. Anyway, now there was to be a sequel based on the third Percy Jackson book, The Titan's Curse. They planned it, but unfortunately it never got into production. And Logan Lerman never got to hear anything back. So, this was it. We didn't have any more. And that's the end. So, anyway, what did I think of Percy Jackson Sea of Monsters? Well, I like it. I like it for certain reasons. I wasn't too thrilled how the ending turned out. I wish they could have kept going and what have you. But it just stopped abruptly. I'm glad they didn't give it another recasting treatment like what Fox did for Diary of a Wimpy Kid recently, but that's another story. Anyway, I still like the performances from Logan Lerman and Alexandra Daddario and Brandon T. Jackson. The old cast was good. Some of the new cast was good, although I kind of wished they had brought some of the other originals back, Pierce Brosnan and what have you, but oh well. Nevertheless, I still think it was still pretty good. It was released on Blu-ray and regular and 3D and DVD. Now, despite we have not gotten the sequel for this, but I recently read, according to Rick Riordan, the man who brought us the Percy Jackson series, he and his wife are planning to work on a brand new Percy Jackson series that will become to Disney Plus in the future. So maybe there's a chance we'll get to see what happens then. Maybe starting from the beginning, but hey, I'm fine with it. Anyway, but the question is, would I recommend this movie? Yeah, I'd say go for it. The ending isn't the best, like I said, but that doesn't mean this is bad completely. But anyway, this is still a good movie, and I must admit it had some fun moments and great action sequences. Enough said. So anyway, what did you think of Percy Jackson Sea of Monsters? Please feel free to tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button. Subscribe to my channel as well and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me again next time when I bring to you a review of Artemis Fowl. Now then, if you liked this video, you can check out these other great vids I did that are pretty fun and what have you, but I'll include just maybe a couple of fun magical ones. If you want to see my review of the first movie, go to the upper left-hand corner and see my review of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. Or if you want magic and comedy to get together just for fun, go to the upper right-hand corner for my review of A Simple Wish, which I did last month, and the bottom right-hand corner is with the button with my face on it to subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!